This is not my story, but it is the story of a man who is the same age as I am, who is a veteran. And you don't know where this happened. You don't know what hospital. You don't know who this happened to. As far as you're concerned, this is fiction. But for me, it's very troubling. Because this is a fellow Christian who told me this story in his effort to get sober and to be rehabilitated. He went to the VA hospital, and he thought he was doing a good deed by going in sober for 4 days. But when he got there, the doctors, there were 2 of them, they were not American, they were East Indian, did not understand him or his culture or his language. And they said to him, "You cannot come in because you have no blood alcohol levels that allow you to be registered at this time." And my friend said, "You mean if I go out and get drunk right now and come back, you will admit me?" And these doctors said yes. My friend went ballistic and started screaming and ranting and raving and insisted that this VA hospital admit him so that he could improve his life and get sober. So the doctor said, finally, out of fear, "I'm admitting you to the psych ward," but kept reminding him, not for rehabilitation purposes. What does that mean? Well, he stayed in lockup for a month in the psych ward, and then finally was admitted into the rehabilitation program. And I'm furious about it. I remember hearing the local U.S. representative bragging about how great his VA hospital was in this area. And I don't think that's great treatment. I've been to a number of shrinks in my day. Never been admitted, but that doesn't matter. And I've talked to a lot of foreign shrinks. I don't know how anybody who does not know the American culture can be a psychiatric doctor in it. I don't know. I think that's crazy. And to have those kind of regulations and rules that you cannot admit a man unless he's already drunk, that is insanity to me. The inmates are running the asylum. The VA hospital system, I have a lot of friends I know who work there around the country. And it's their job security. And they brag about how they don't have to work hard. And they brag about how much money they make. And they brag about how easy it is to get jobs elsewhere. But I never hear them brag about what a good job they're doing. The VA hospital. I just heard the Donald say tonight that these veterans should have access to private or public hospitals, and that they should have the government pay if they cannot be attended properly by the VA system. But can you imagine the government running anything well, or the government even being honest about how well they're running something? I think I've been to VA hospitals, and some of them look like third world country care. I'm not big on it. Something's got to change when illegal aliens, I lived in San Diego, get better medical care, more immediate care than our own American veterans waiting for days and weeks and months to see a doctor. There's something wrong with stories like this, and I don't think it's the only one. I want things to change drastically with this government. And people who think Donald Trump is ridiculous, I think the way things are right now is ridiculous. And I'd rather have somebody doing something good, even if he acts peculiar or funny or doesn't seem like your standard politician. I'm sick of those liars. And I'm sick of the way that our veterans who've been to war are being treated now. Aren't you?